Not sure about the quality, but hopefully y'all can see it. Check it out, check it out, check it out. This is UVDTF right here. And I haven't been on for a while. I'm going to get to that here in a second. Appreciate everybody tapping in so we can catch up on this update. And I'm going live from my computer, something I normally don't do. I usually use one of my phones or using my iPhone is what I normally use, but I do not have it with me. I'm looking a little bit rough. What's going on, Levi? Carrie, how are you doing? Sonia Siegel, how was your guys' Thanksgiving? I haven't been here since before Thanksgiving, I think. And I'm getting ready to tell you guys why. Check these out. So a customer got some direct-to-film prints. They just happened to be a family member. So we decided to do some UV stickers for them as well. One, because they're one of the top customers here. And two, I just thought this is slick, y'all. Kind of like the little Monopoly thing. I'm a little bit infatuated with it right now, all right? It was a great Thanksgiving. I'm glad to hear that. Did you have a traditional Thanksgiving, or did you guys do something out of the norm? Sometimes we do fried fish. I know, hold on. And it'd be for Thanksgiving. Then other times we do the traditional dinner with the turkey, ham, macaroni, cheese, dressing, all of that stuff. Last time with the family, how was mine? Mine is actually great. There's a little hiccup in the middle of mine. So let me put this back real quick. Normally I just come on here and show you guys that I'm working or whatever's going on in the shop. Today I'm actually chilling out. Just to give you guys an update. So, like I was saying, mine's was good. We had the traditional food, which was a plus. You know, that's always a plus. The ham, the turkey, and all of that, macaroni and cheese, fruit salad, things of that nature. One thing that showed up for our Thanksgiving that we did not plan on, it just kind of showed its ugly head, was COVID. Yeah, so COVID was in my household. We just got clear of it. I actually didn't have any of the symptoms or anything like that. I was just in the vicinity, so that's why you guys haven't been seeing nothing from me. Yes, this is part of the shop. I mean, from my computer screen, you can't really see too much. I can move this around a little bit. This is what everybody be seeing on the phone. So Jason and I are partners. Jason generally sits over there. I sit right here. We have some workers in here, which it's all family. We just say it's family in here. Jen, Brian, I actually introduced them on live. Right here is the UV DTF, and that's the big DTF right there. On this side is the showroom. So if you haven't got a chance to see the showroom, you can go back through some of my lives. Um, I'll actually do a walkthrough here sometime in the near future as we did change the front of the store. But like I was saying, we had COVID in the mixture, y'all, which is not good for anybody. My wife actually had COVID. She had high temperature. She had a cough. Just wasn't feeling like herself. She got isolated to her room. But we had people in from out of town, which is even more crazy. So when something like that happens, you're taking all the precautions. You're checking everything. Like I checked the whole house. We did COVID tests for like 4 days straight. But yeah, that's how that went. My wife was the only one to catch it and have symptoms. But like I said, the whole family was like on edge. Precious Pieces, what is going on? Just doing an update. I haven't been on here in probably a good week and a half. Another thing is I wanted to give an update onto the Squad Creative Podcast. Me and Seek and I will be on together probably next week, and we're going to have basically an update to let you guys know what had happened with us in our lives. And that will be your time for you guys to ask questions, as far as Seek's health and what had actually happened. Yes, we are definitely hand sanitizing. I done got like 50 cans of Lysol spray. I'm wiping after everybody. Finally, everybody left. Everybody left on Saturday night. We had like one more guest on Saturday night that was just lingering around. They finally left. And we've been talking to everybody that was at our house, and no one's caught COVID. Just my wife had it. But when she had it, she had it. Her temperature was up there. It was like 101. Um, we did our normal routine as far as the vitamins. If you guys don't know, this is like our fourth time catching COVID in this household. My wife's actual fourth time catching COVID. Don't ask about the jab. We've had the jab. We've had all the updated measurements for the jab. So the jab, if you don't know, you're just watching this and you've been living under a rock, is the vaccination that they was offering for COVID, which seems to be doing absolutely nothing. I don't know how it's helping anybody. Um, but yeah, aside from that, yeah, it was a fun time. We did a lot of fun family games. We went to the movies the day before Thanksgiving. So my family actually came down on Tuesday, a couple days before Thanksgiving. We actually had a nice gathering, other than my wife being sick. And I read on here, Carrie, you didn't cook, so what did you get? Carrie, did you get takeout? Somebody else cooked for you, or was it non traditional? What type of Thanksgiving was it? And Precious Pieces, how was your Thanksgiving? I know you lived it up. Tell me, did you do traditional, or was it some new stuff? Now, my aunt and them, they did. I had to say in them, they did the catfish or the was it the fish fry for Thanksgiving. So it was totally, it was totally like a summer vibe. Alan Cuz cooked. Okay. Um, so at least you had somebody that's cooked for you. I actually made all the dishes at the house. It was me. I was doing all the cooking. Nope, I didn't cook. Yeah, that's great. It's a great feeling when you didn't have to cook, but I was the one person that actually stayed up the night before Thanksgiving, preparing dishes and all that good stuff. So we had a nice spread of food, which if you guys have been following me for this last year, you know I'm on a lifestyle change. It was so much food and it all looked good. However, eating wasn't the same for me. At least it was not the same. Guys, I do look a little bit tired as I'm looking at myself in this camera. I look rough. I done been through it. Appreciate you, Sonya. Thank you. Sonya, did you cook? Leftover creation. Oh, yeah. Well, I had the older kids over, and they don't leave leftovers. They make 4, 5, 6, 10, 20,000 plates and take it with them. I was invited out. I donated the drinks. That's right. It's always good when you get to bring something to the party instead of bringing the actual party to the party. That's a good feeling. Um, let's talk about something else, y'all. So I heard death of Black Friday this year. Now, not to any of us crafters or anybody out here with the shop that's trying to make it. Um, I didn't see nothing against us, but I did see death to Black Friday to major retailers. I want to know if your state was affected or if any of the Walmarts you know didn't sell out, or if any of the Targets you know didn't sell out. And part of the reason being is that they tried to say they switched the prices, and the prices was actually the same prices. They just put another cover over top of it that said Black Friday deal. Black Friday was pathetic here in Canton, Ohio. I can say that loud and proud because there was no lines. Everything that Walmart had set out the night before and Target was still there well into Saturday. I didn't go out on Friday, but on Saturday, normally you see a bunch of empty boxes or stuff that looked like it was a good deal that just wasn't there. Nothing sold. When I say everything was there, like, I mean literally every item was there. I went to Atlanta to visit family. Okay, you had to travel. Um, Hopefully that was a nice travel. It felt good not to cook for a change. Amen to that. Carrie Mitchell, people shopping online. Yeah, but they're not shopping with regular local retailers, is what I'm hearing. The only people that really got some traffic on Black Friday, I can't say for Cyber Monday. I haven't done my due diligence or my research. But I do know for Black Friday, they said the only place that was selling anything was Amazon. Can't speak for Walmart or any place else like that. Now, I know COVID is a reason why people want to come out shopping, but was there really a flat out boycott on all of these major retailers? And if so, I'm just curious. I'm just talking to the family. How y'all feel about it? Like, I think that's gonna make the situation worse. Inflation ain't going nowhere, y'all. It's only gonna go up, especially with the times we're living in. I would say this is a recession. I mean, wow, I'm afraid to sell on Amazon. Why are you afraid to sell on Amazon? I've heard a couple people say that. Do you think you'll just get scammed? Do you not trust that you'll get paid or what? There's a lot of people that became rich off of selling on Amazon, just like with the TikTok shops and the Shopify's and the Etsy's and all of those other shop places like that. Amazon to me seems like a safer bet than something like an Etsy. I'm just saying. I know you'll get your downloaded files if you purchase them off of Etsy, but some of that stuff don't be coming. Anybody else afraid to sell on Amazon? Yes, Amazon makes you sell at their price. Oh, okay. It's the first time I'm hearing that. So you don't get to select the option of how much your item is going to be. Let's say I charge 25 for this shirt. You mean to tell me they don't give me the option to say I charge 25 for this shirt? I've never sold on Amazon. I had an affiliate link when I first started this t-shirt stuff, but I never followed the Amazon link. I don't even know if I ever made any money on the Amazon link. I did have the Amazon link on all my videos and I stopped using it. So I'm not too sure on this whole Amazon thing. But I do know and I have heard of people becoming rich from Amazon. That's the store phone you guys hear in the background. I kind of wish I could pick my computer up and show you guys what I was talking about. Nope. That's sad. Amazon's gonna have to change that. I wonder if there's tiers though. You know, like how some stuff have you like how can I say this? You may sign up for an Etsy account and they'll give you like the trial version and you'll have to start at like the turtle space, but once you've been on Etsy for like a while, you get all the premium features. I wonder if it's something like that. I'm definitely gonna have to check into that. If you can't make your own price, it's almost like, and how does Amazon get their cut? These are some questions I'm gonna have to ask somebody from the print industry world that utilizes Amazon to actually come on the Squad Creative Podcast and talk to us about something on Amazon. That's something we haven't had yet. I do Shopify, not making any money. So you're not making any money on Shopify, or are you saying you're not making any money in general? I do Shopify, not making any money. Turn around, Mike. If you have a product that sells good, Amazon will undercut you. Oh my gosh, that just hurt my feelings. So you mean to tell me if I got something on Amazon and it becomes like an Amazon hot seller or a number one, I'm not gonna make all my profits? They're gonna cut a piece of it? They're gonna take the majority of it? Is that what y'all telling me? We had that problem with Dark Supplies. Oh my gosh. So did they just take your, hold on. Wow. That just threw me through a loop, a whole tongue twister. Yes, they will block you from selling it. That seems absurd, especially if they're making money off of you. I wonder who's the genius behind that. Sketches, how are you doing this evening? Just catching up with you guys. It's been a while since I've been on here. Just giving you an update to why I haven't been on here, and just shoot in the chat with the conversation. I guess I'm coming up with some new stuff, y'all, today. Starting around, or if you're selling something for $100, Amazon will sell it for $90. Get out. That makes no sense. It seems like the Amazon people will want to keep the sellers around, especially if they had a hot commodity or a number one seller or something like that. It doesn't seem like it makes any sense for them to undercut you or to sell what you deem as hard work or a craft that you poured hours into at a lower price. It just doesn't make sense. Darting around, how long have you been on Amazon selling? And Carrie Mitchell as well. How long have you been on Amazon selling? Streetwear is expensive. Amazon takes the most. Wow. Amazing, Amazon. This is amazing info. Maybe that's been the reason why I've been avoiding Amazon. So what's all this talks of people getting rich on Amazon? How can someone get rich on Amazon if they're undercutting? If they're taking the most of the profit, if you're not able to actually get what you're asking for? Amazon will make all the profit because they will purchase it and sell it themselves. So you need some type of merchant agreement. Since you're going onto the platform selling, I think that would, okay, so if you did put that in play, I'm backtracking because I'm thinking to myself, if we did do some type of merger or some type of agreement between us and Amazon, they may not sell it all together, or they may just do what Darting Around just said. They will buy all your stuff and then sell it at a lower price. I don't sell on there. They lie. That's what Carrie Mitchell says. Wow. So Darting Around says we sold on Amazon for 3 years and sold about 500K. And then they shut us down and then started selling the product. So you guys were drop shipping? You had found a local source, or you had found a good source and was drop shipping? Or is this something that you guys were making and selling through Amazon? Darting Around, I would definitely love to get you guys on the Squad Creative Podcast. We need to talk about this. I need to, this is stunning news. I've never heard of, Amazon doing people like this, but I guess if the right questions aren't asked, can't get those answers out there for people. Darting Around, we imported the product from UK and Kenya. So you had a good source. I'm in Canton. Me and Black Chuck. Okay. That's the one that comes into the store, right? Jeff B. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah. I need to talk to you guys. I gotta get you on camera because I think people need to know this. This is something that's very important. Imagine waking up one day and saying, I'm about to become the next biggest seller on Amazon and not knowing the stuff that we just talked about right now. Imagine having a product like you guys have had and then have it disappear. I think that's information the community needs to know. That is crazy. And it's not like Amazon's not going to make any money. I mean, it's Amazon. Amazon's going to make the most. Etsy is like that too? Okay, so what's y'all take on TikTok Shop? Because I just heard some disturbing news about TikTok Shop. After hearing all of these people, then blew up overnight selling on TikTok Shop. So now people having $9,000, $10,000, $20,000 paydays and they're not getting paid. And this has been a month after they're supposed to get paid. Has anybody had any experiences on the TikTok Shop? Nowadays, it's just better just to invest in your own website and just hope for the best. Push it like you would push a Shopify or Etsy or Amazon. eBay is okay, but they pull a lot of tricks as well. I had a friend back in the day that used to sell used Xbox and PlayStation games. Um, he was right in it when GameStop, or it was like one of those. It's either GameStop or Game Corner. One of them had emerged the same time that my friend was doing it, and they tried to sue him because he was selling the games lower than the Game Corner or the GameStop or whatever. I digress. Let's get back on to the mission at hand. eBay is okay, but they pull out a lot. Where I was going with that eBay thing is he had a lot of trouble getting his money, his payment from eBay because of one store. Particularly, they just kept messing with him. He quit selling on eBay, but he was making a living off selling those games on eBay. So I've been leaning more towards the Shopify. I've actually been using that right there, Final Supply Unlimited, because that is a paid domain. And really it's no work to it. That was off of an original website. Currently it just moved over to Shopify, and that was so people could understand the platform a little bit better, be able to utilize the game sheet builder and UV gang sheet builder a little bit easier. We found Shopify was like a great website to host that through. But the more and more I talk with you guys, it's just like you need your own website. You got to have your own website, not through a third party. Now, eBay makes you use their payment services, no more third party. So is that an advantage or is that a disadvantage? How much is eBay charging for that, for the payment capture? Carrie Mitchell, me too. I just got to learn how to use it. Okay. Well, I'm just inquiring altogether about like a Shopify, because you got to think, if we're using these third-party apps or these third-party websites, and then they decide to change some stuff around, like the no more third-party payment like eBay does, then how does that really affect us? I'm rambling, y'all, because y'all just made me think of some things that I was going to do that I may not be doing. Starting around, we're setting up a social jukebox to post all our ads automatically on our social media platforms to point them to our website, our own website. That's pretty smart. I don't know anything about social jukebox. This is my first time ever hearing it, but it sounds like something I might need to look into. Darting around, is your first time using jukebox, or is this something that you've used in the past? Yeah, it's a cold world, but y'all know that like the prices of everything is getting ready to go up again. January is getting ready to hit. So the cost of living compared to last year is significantly different. Um, there'll be all types of stuff for people. You know, it's just a rough time. And with us not paying as much money as we did in the past, you got to think. It's a lot. As inserted. All right, we used it. Getting back into it because all of this is nonsense with these platforms. You got to think about that too. These platforms are in it to make money, however, whenever they can. They will squander a penny about you if they can. There's no such thing as free anymore. If you notice, free comes with they ask for your credit card information, or they ask for some sort of something to make you say, okay, we're going to continue to trial. And then you forget that you're on a trial. Then you end up getting charged, and you're like, oh shoot, I forgot. I was on a free plan and it switched to me having to pay. So darned if you do, darned if you don't. And they're going to get some money about you one way or another. I think there was one, Equid. I think Equid was free. And I'm not too sure of it now, but I do know leading up to now, it used to be free. And you could put like 6 or 7 different products up there and actually rock with it for free. To get the premium services, though, you'd have to pay for it. We can send up ads for a year to post every hour, and it will automatically do it. Wow. Richard Pizza said, "What? TT not banging." I mean, that's the game, though. They have you sign up with that, with some type of credit card, and then you won't even be able to complete the whole form without submitting that credit card, and that's how they get you. Okay, so we're gonna say the 3 days is free. A whole month ago past, you forgetting it. You got charged for 3 weeks and don't even know that you're getting charged until you're like, oh man, what's this bill for $49.99? Oh, that was a free program. They started charging me. That's just how it go. Mike, you have my number and email address in the system. So if you want to say something, I will definitely do darting around for sure. So generally, I would just have you get on your camera from wherever location that you're at, or shoot, you can come up to the shop and we'll have a live interview and do it in front of the crowd so everyone can weigh in. It's been a while since I did a live interview. The last one I did was in Atlanta, but previous to that, everywhere I travel, I do live interviews. So it's been a minute since I did a live one, but I'll definitely do a live one with you. I need to get that Amazon information onto my page so people can learn about it. Because like I said, if you're not asking the right questions, you'll never know. And I was shocked and surprised coming on in this conversation that Amazon is taxing and waxing folks out here as rich as they is. That's crazy. Precious Pieces, I'm sorry, didn't press send earlier. Oh no, you're good. Starting around, Equid was bought out by Lightspeed. That is what we use in the shop. So is Equid not a free? I know they had it free for a while. I wonder if it still is free. Carrie Mitchell, talk about all the platforms. That's something I'm gonna have to do. Well, with darting around, aka Jeff B, we'll have to talk on his experiences with the websites that he's used, and then kind of take a poll online to what everyone else has used. I haven't really heard anything too bad about Shopify, but hey, I didn't ask those questions, so I don't know. Equid, I'm just now asking questions about. I did learn about it being free a couple years ago, but I really just didn't dig into it. I did set up an Equid website, but I never went all the way through with it. Just don't know. So maybe we need a list of different websites, website carriers, or these different places that host us so we can have a general discussion. Like I said, this information needs to be out there. I think the free version, you can only do 20 products. This is darting around. That's what I thought when I actually originally looked at Equid. I wasn't sure if it was that many, but that seems like a solid start for someone that may not have the capital or the money to get into setting up a website. That sounds like the most, official way to at least start trying to sell online. See if you have a market or to create some type of presence online. Amazon is throwing me through a loop. As much money as Amazon made, I can't go outside or drive down the road without seeing an Amazon truck, Amazon Prime membership, them taking money off of my phone and my account for all these different things and not letting you have free range. It just doesn't make sense. Of them selecting the prices for you. I need the reasoning behind that. I'm gonna have to look up and see what the reason is behind that. I know some people are probably charging outrageous prices for certain things, so I'm wondering if they cap you in the category. Like the most amount you can make for this shirt is $20. Is it like that, or can you submit you want $25.99 for this shirt, and then they come back and say no, the shirt can only sell for $22.99? Is that what's going on? So yeah, no one's been on TikTok Shop. No one's had any success on TikTok Shop. I should have went live on TikTok to ask the TikTok crowd because hopefully somebody would have been on there. I know I met someone at Wallapalooza one of the years, and she makes $10,000 a month. I actually seen her this past trip to Wallapalooza, which is an event held for Heat Transfer Warehouse members. So I went out there and I was talking to just certain person from TikTok, and they're still making $10,000 to $20,000 a month on TikTok. I guess when TikTok Shop actually opened, like they didn't get the money that they have been previously getting, and the money is owed to them. They actually earned the money, but they didn't get paid like they normally do because of the opening of TikTok Shop. So I'm not too sure how that plays. Then I heard that if they cancel you on TikTok Shop, you lose your profile altogether, so you don't get to continue being on TikTok or any of that. Basically, you have to start all the way over. So I don't know. Anybody on here from TikTok Shop or have utilized TikTok Shop? I think I only have subscriber mode on. So if you're not subscribed, you cannot comment. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to be doing that for the remainder because I feel like my day ones is they're subscribed. And I get a lot of views on this channel, and it's from non-subscribers. So if you haven't had the chance to browse my channel, please browse my channel, like, comment, and subscribe. I do live right now. We're just talking. I take trips for the print industry. I do it all. You know? Recently, I just got into ultraviolet printing or UV printing with DTF is what I showed at the beginning of this live. So if you guys are inquiring or need custom UV DTF, hit up that website. That's finalsupplyunlimited.com. All right, so if you guys have been following me in the Squad Creative Podcast, you know that we have not been on in the last 2 to 3 weeks. That's due to some illness with my co-host. We'll actually be going back live next week, I do believe, and the first episode will be with Seek and I. We'll discuss what's been going on and why we haven't been on for the last couple of weeks. We greatly appreciate everybody that taps in and jointly, join us for the journey, I guess. I'm rambling over my words. I'm a little bit tired. But more new guests is coming. We had to reschedule for all those guests that are patiently waiting. We greatly appreciate you waiting during this time. And we have some heavy hitters that's getting ready to come on. I know that interview with Epson. We have an interview with Forever Transfers coming. A lot of different guests that we had to reschedule. And if you are new here and have never watched the Squad Creative Podcast, listen, we talk to everybody in the industry. No one's too big, no one's too small. From company to regular household crafter, person just starting out in the craft industry to a person that's been in the industry for over 46 years. It really doesn't matter. We talk to any and everybody. Carrie Mitchell, yes, thank you. That means a lot to us. As soon as my partner feels all the way 100, we will definitely be back on live. We just haven't went live. And, Seek and I created this. Actually, I can give y'all a little rundown real quick. Seek created this. He actually started with interviewing a couple of us from Squad Creatives, which was just like a group at the time on Facebook. And then he came to me one day. It was like, let's do a podcast where we go on and talk to everybody. We've been rocking out ever since. In the beginning, there was a lot of us. It just dwindled down to Seek and I in the end. I think we originally started out with 5. We've been rocking it out ever since. And that was probably 2020, I want to say, we started actually taking it serious and doing the interviews, reaching out to people and getting this information out. So I'm assuming next week he'll be ready, but I'm just speaking. I haven't actually talked to him. And like I said, we'll have that episode where you guys can come on and ask questions and see what's actually going on with us. We miss you guys. Trust us. We want to be there every week. But that goes back to that daggone COVID situation, which I can't believe we had it in the house again for a 4th time. And they telling people to take this jab and this stuff is not working. I grab my arm because it still hurt when I think about when they jabbed me with that thing. That thing hurted. And it's not doing nothing. Because every year they say it's a new strain. Anybody plan on going to the show coming up? I know I'm always asking because I like to visit and travel and do a lot of different states. So I'll be in California in January from the 20th to the 26th. I'll be in Cali for a week, I do believe. And I hope that you guys, if you're close to the California area, would attend the Impressions Expo. Not only will you see me, you'll see a whole bunch of other crafters, influencers, people that's in the industry. I love going to those shows just for information, to meet up with people, content. I love it. I love going to these shows. Darting around. Nope. My doc told me I will not be giving you that thing saying, yeah, that it has an adverse effect on a lot of people. We're talking about the jab once again. If you don't know what the jab is, that daggone shot that they said is supposed to prevent the symptoms of corona or actually lighten them up a little bit. Not prevent it altogether, but make you have a milder experience with it. Which I call BS because my wife definitely went through the symptoms. She went through the first time with it, the body aches, the fever, the sweating, and that treacherous cough, followed by nausea, the whole lineup with it. And how did she get better? It was a 3-day regimen, just like the first time, the second time, the third time. Um, I'm going to share it with you guys just in case you're going through it or you know someone that's going through it and they may not have tried these things. Zinc. Zinc by itself in pure form. Elderberry mixed with zinc, which is like a gummy or you can get the tablet form. Vitamin C, 1,000 milligram vitamin C, not the 500 milligram. Mucinex, the decongestant, the one that actually makes you cough it up, get that phlegm up out your throat. Making sure that you don't rest for longer than 2.5 hours at a time. They'd rather you not lay on your back, but on your sides. And try to avoid laying on your stomach too, because if you are choking and you lay your face down, you can drown. If that makes sense. I'm just telling you what I know. Um, Followed by some hot tea, plenty of water, and water with electrolytes. You want to stay hydrated. You want to stay up. You want to get up. You want to constantly move. You don't want to lay on your back and let that stuff settle in your lungs because it will turn into pneumonia. Don't want that. Trust me. My wife is a nurse, and like I said, this is her fourth time having it. These are some of the things that we did to help her get better, quicker. If that makes sense. Hopefully, I didn't ramble it off too quick. There is some other things that we do, but it's not recommended by a doctor. I take black seed oil, but black seed oil, the real black seed oil can be very expensive. I'm not talking about the generic stuff that they say is cold pressed. You don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. That's not black seed oil. Black seed oil or black cumin, black cumin. Basically is what it is. You gotta do your due diligence and your research. Also, I take a multivitamin daily. And then good hand washing, good you know, sanitizing drills. You gotta make sure you're washing your hands. You ain't hugging new people that's coming in. You see somebody coughing and sneezing, try to walk the other direction. It's not being mean, but you want to protect your immune system. Shoot, you definitely don't want to bring it to the crib. It worked. You didn't get extremely sick. No. What's up, T Town? So me personally, I was there. I was in the environment. I was breathing the same air as my wife and everything, and I didn't have nothing. I'm gonna knock on wood. Thank God. Praise Jesus. And I'm gonna say what the difference is between my wife and I. I caught COVID one time, and I never stopped taking vitamins. Listen, even when COVID was done, clearly completely out of my system, I'm talking about months past it, your boy was still taking the vitamins. All those vitamins I just told you guys about. I didn't tell you about vitamin D. Um, Vitamin D I also take as well. So I never stopped my vitamin regimen. My wife has stopped her vitamin regimen. So we're on a lifestyle change as well, which causes for some other pills to come into play. My wife is not big on taking a bunch of pills. So she selected the one she didn't think she needed and stopped taking them. It just happened to be vitamin C, um, the elderberry, and the zinc. She stopped taking altogether. I continue taking it. You know, I still take every day. I take it. I haven't had no symptoms. Hopefully, I ain't passed no symptoms. Your boy's been super sterile. Like I said, I've been on mine since day one, since the first time I caught COVID in 2019. I think it was the end of 2019, or not 2019, end of 2020. Um, they didn't say you wouldn't get COVID. They said you won't have as bad as if you get it. That's what I was trying to say, sketchy to this line, but the jab, I don't get it. My wife has had the same experiences, and she's had the jab. She has to have the jab. She's the one that's actually going into these medical fields and traveling nursing and all of this. She's the one that has to have all of that stuff with the little I call it a passport book. It shows how many times you've and what you've gotten, you know what I'm saying, as far as the jab goes. But the symptoms wasn't no different. It wasn't like they was a little bit lighter than what it would have. She said they're exact same. And I seen her. I seen the acne. I seen the BS that comes with COVID in her face. Starting around, I look at it like this. If that is the way the big man is taking me out, so be it. Amen to that. If that is what it is and truly the calling of our creator, then there's nothing you can really do about it. Carrie Mitchell, we need our grandmas back. Yeah, for sure, for sure. You talking about grandma. You talking about grandma that'll slap you from across the table, cook dinner, and tell you beautiful at the same time. Yeah, we need that back for sure. But a lot of the herbal medicines and energy is a lot of people don't really do their due diligence. You hear a lot of people say, take this, take that, take this, take that. It's just like the black seed oil, what I was just talking about. There's a million black seed oils out there. Like, and you be looking like, is this the real black seed oil? In your brain, you be convinced. Nah, I ain't the real black seed oil if you get it for under, I'm going to say $25. And it's a container this big. That ain't, nah. The container this big, like as big as this L shape that I'm holding up, if it's real black seed oil, it should be like $29.99. It's the cheapest you should find it. And it should say black cumin in the ingredients. That's it. When they say cold press, it's that black cumin being cold pressed. That stuff's expensive. It's not something that you're gonna find cheaply made. You know, not if you want the real stuff. Now there's some stuff that they can slap the name on it and it'd be like $5.99, but that don't be what you need in your system. That's some mysterious stuff. I'm just telling y'all for the troubles that I've had. I've actually bought some of the $5.99 black seed oil and found out that that wasn't what they was talking about. If I did miss any of the regimens or any of the things that you're supposed to take for COVID, please list it so that will help anybody that may be fighting or experiencing it or going through it. You know, the more information we know or people can look up, the better off we'll be. So we got our real first taste of winter today. I was supposed to be going to the dentist this morning and had to turn around. It's crazy as we left Canton going into Cleveland. I see cars, swerved into the medium. I'm like, I ain't see no snow, no ice, no nothing. And all of a sudden my car starts sliding. I almost smacked into a state trooper this morning. Thank God I was paying attention because there was no warning. I know they said last night we were going to have a snowstorm, that the roads was going to be blocked or messed up, but I didn't see anything until we got right outside of Canton. Once we got right outside of Canton, that's when I seen the snowstorm. That's when I seen what had actually happened. It kind of passed over us. So I was just catching up with you guys. I'm glad you had came on and spoke with me. All those that can. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm not going to say I make lives like this, but I do come on and I talk with the community all the time. If you're not following me on TikTok, I'm also on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm everywhere as far as social media is concerned. And generally, it's all about the print industry with me. I will talk about life and some of the dealings that we do deal with in life, as well as my ups and downs with learning how this printing industry goes. That's why in my community app or in my bio, it says walk with me through this journey so we can all learn together, because that's what it is. And like I said, as I mess up, you guys see in real time how I messed up, how I fix it. And even as I'm learning, like I haven't really got to show any videos over this yet. I haven't really got the man this yet, you know? I'm not talking about the DTF. I'm talking about the UV DTF. And that's really, you can't really mess that up other than it rolling off the rollers. That's the only way you can really mess up UV DTF. It's pretty sound stationary. It's not as much of a headache, I can say, as the original direct-to-film printing back there. You know how you have to worry about the humidity and all of the different inks and all. It's completely night and day difference between UV and direct-to-film. Maybe I'll bring out a video talking about just that. Educated Natural, how are you doing? How was your Thanksgiving? I was just catching everybody up as to why I haven't been on for a while. Do you make prints for people? Absolutely. Visit us at vinyl supplyunlimited.com. We are now accepting orders for UV. If you do purchase a UV and you are coming from my channel, put Mike in the actual instructions. It just gives them a mile marker, lets them know how many people I've sent to actually get prints for this machine back here or the other printing machine back there. Yes, we actually are doing UV. So let me show you guys, if you didn't get to see, some cut. All right, so this one right here was just a gang sheet that we did. By the way, the print area is only 22 inches, or is it 16 inches? 16 inches across. And we can print however long, but you can go on to the website and actually do gang sheet. He didn't ask this person right here, this Pool and Gold Gun LLC. This is actually a pawn shop. He didn't ask for UV DTF, but he has bought a lot of DTF from us. So we made his logo into a sticker for him, which came out fuego. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the live. Kind of like Monopoly, but it's not. And this is what our, someone ordered this gang sheet right here, and then we just kept printing it for the store because it's slick. But you can definitely get custom direct-to-film or custom UV DTF gang sheets. The actual length of it is a little bit different, but it's all the same. If you know how to upload a gang sheet for the direct-to-film printing, then you know how to upload for the UV printing as well. I was wondering if you would be, yes. My husband needs to see your shop. Okay, so if you go on my channel, I took about 4 tours of this place. The recent videos, it shows my shop tour for Vinyl Supply Unlimited. I actually had a bit of a struggle coming over to the store. We had some ups and we had some downs, and that's all displayed on my channel. It actually shows what the store looks like if you have never seen what the store looks like. And of course, it's changed a little bit, not too much. I can only do so much from here because this is my computer. But they are raised. The UV is definitely raised. It's not a flat sticker. It's more like the best description I would use would be for like a wine bottle, a whiskey bottle. I'll show it to you. So this is a thermal cup, and you can actually see it transferred on here. My camera is not that good on here, but you can kind of see it. Shiny. And yeah, that was me. Mismatch, my bad. But it was just to show folks that you can actually transfer those stickers onto the tumbler or onto these glasses. We actually sell these, and we sell these. I sell the Duke Stanley cups here, all the sublimation cups, any and everything. Like I said, I wish I could do a tour now with you guys on live, but I can't because you're on my stationary computer. Yeah, thank you, Precious Pieces. These are nice. And let me tell you what, it's going to take decal to a whole nother level because now, yeah, we use the 651 Oracle, or we may use a Metamark, and then you can weatherize it by laminating on top of it or putting a heat pressing clear coat on top of the decal paper if some of you guys have done that. But with this, it's just one step process. The lamination takes place all on this UV printer right here. So what it is a mirroring sheet. The plastic is a sticky top on it, on this. If I can show it a little bit better. So that's a sticky layer right there, okay? I'm trying to show where it's raised. And you just transfer that onto a cup and then you peel the sticky layer off of it. It's a great machine if you know how to utilize it. This is what the car lots use as well, in case you guys didn't know. If you ever got like a Kia Sport or you got any car and it has that car lot's name on the back of it, they got these printed out and they just put them on the back of the stick, on the back of the car because they last forever. Car washes, the winter. I mean, it's pretty much weather, water, damage proof. I still have gang sheets up, but I might just be doing like a gang sheet of the week or something. I'm not too sure. I know I'm building I'm having a website built on Shopify right now, so hopefully, it'll do what it needs to. But guys, I appreciate y'all joining and tapping in with me. I like going live like this. I haven't went live like this in years on this computer. I think maybe one time since I've been here. Like I said, normally it's my phone. But this was a way better connection. If you would like to place an order, head on over to vinylsupplyunlimited.com. I will be having another website pop up, but for right now, everything's through Vinyl Supply Unlimited. If you need the substrates to put your decals on or to put your DTF prints on, be it shirt, tumbler, stockings, check the website. You may be in luck. Appreciate that, Educated Natural. What is the black thing on your printer behind you? What black thing on the printer behind you? Back here, them is boxes. Or is you talking about this? This is the ink station for the UVDTF, which has a lot more channels to it, but it goes through way less ink than the original DTF printer back there. That printer back there is an ink hog. This one right here, that ink lasts for a bit. Yeah, so those are just cardboard boxes. We were making a makeshift system to actually put the transfers out. It's still a little confusing. We got to find a great workspace flow. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet, so we're still trying to figure it out. But the empty boxes is because we keep putting orders in the wrong spot. So first it was a last name thing. Well, when we switched the website over, it went from a last name thing to a number thing. And it kind of screwed up our little last name thing that we had going on, if you guys are following me. I know it sounds a little confused right now. So we had to put up these boxes to place those orders, do a numbering system and a lettering system just to keep track of everything, because it's when the orders is coming in and the machine is running and customers is coming in, it can become very, very confusing. And if you're not putting orders where they're supposed to, let's just say Jason walked out of here and then me and Brian are here. So Brian comes in, he's printing, and I'm trying to figure out where to put the orders. But I wasn't here in the beginning when Jason and Jim was here doing orders. When we come in, that second crew come in to do the orders and process the orders and pick up where they left off at, it can go one of two ways: smooth, nice and easy, and it keeps on going, or it can be Confucius. Like you didn't put the order over here when I don't know. It's a lot going on. So we're actually trying to find that workflow that works for us. And right now the cardboard boxes is what you're seeing up there on top of the dryer back there. So Carrie Mitchell, like I said, if you haven't seen the shop, it should be like, I'm not sure if you follow me on TikTok or if you follow me on Instagram, but those give a lot more shop. You can actually see what's going on in the shop versus the YouTube. But I think in the beginning, when I first moved here, I did do a elongated YouTube video for the shop. I'm not sure. But since you brought it up, I will be doing a new one. Greatly appreciate you, Carrie Mitchell. Educated Natural, greatly appreciate you as always. Precious Pieces, appreciate you. Darting Around, Sketch to Design, T-Town T-shirts. Make sure I ain't missing nobody. Sonia Siegler, Levite. I greatly appreciate everybody. Do you think direct-to-film is worth it? At first, I did not. And I'm going to speak on this real quick before I get out of here because that's an excellent question. No one's asked me yet. They're asking me, or they're saying to me, I never thought you would have got into it, or I couldn't see you getting into it, or we always thought you would be with vinyl, and that's it. When I set forth to do this journey in this print industry, all I seen was vinyl. That's what I gravitated towards. That was the first thing I ever learned in printing. So naturally, I became good at it. I love it, and it's something that stuck with me. Even when I go to speak to some of these companies. Mike, we always thought you were HTV guy. I never could see you over here in the screen printing world. Never could see you over here in embroidery. Never could see you in rhinestones or any of those other printing methods. And my response will always be to them, that's because I haven't gotten to it yet. That doesn't mean I don't want to be a part of it. It's just that when I signed up to do what I'm doing now, I want to experience all walks of this print industry life. So I've had opportunities to where I could have just did solely screen printing, or I could have just did solely embroidery, but it would kind of close my end off on HTV and using some of these other methods. And I was opposed to. I didn't want that. That's not what I want. I want to learn all methods. What I mean by all methods is I want to be hands-on. I want to actually learn. I want to go through the pain of learning, the learning curve of learning. That way, in 10, 15 years from now, I can say I fully understand everything that's going on as far as the print industry and then regurgitate it to my audience. You know, I make a lot of content over the stuff that I do. So with that being said, straight from HTV, I did have an opportunity to do screen printing and embroidery. I did not take that opportunity. It's like I said, it would have closed me off from the rest of the industry. No, I wasn't for that. I had another opportunity to do DTF printing way before DTF printing became popular. I seen the maintenance, I seen the headache associated with it, and I ran. I shouldn't have ran. I actually should have dove face first into it because it's actually what I'm into now. The biggest difference between that machine and this machine, that black machine, costs a lot more money to upkeep, a lot more money to run. Between that machine and this machine, that black machine, costs a lot more money to upkeep, a lot more money to run, and it cannot be turned. It shouldn't be off right now. Every time that thing is off, you got to think about all the orders that you're not printing or pressing. So you got to play catch up every day if you don't have a midnight printer. This machine right here is completely self-sustaining, I should say. A lot easier to run. Doesn't go nearly through any of the ink that DTF printer goes through. Even though there is more ink channels, 3 of those channels are just varnish, clear coat varnish, and then like varnishes for the UV. But that ink's gonna last a long time, and it's not as sensitive as the machine. This machine is nowhere as sensitive as that machine back there. That machine back there, you put the wrong ink in it, it can be gone. It's a print head. If the humidity ain't right, it can be gone. It's a print head. The dryer stopped working, and now it ain't the print head, but the prints aren't cured right. The person can't actually fulfill the order. It's just so many different variables with that DTF back there compared to the UV. If I had a choice to just pick one right now, and maybe because I've seen how easy it is and there's really no upkeep. I mean, yeah, you got to do print head cleanings on this, but this is pretty much set it and forget it. That you can set it, but you damn sure better not forget it, because if you forget it, it's going to be making a mistake that's going to cost you money right up front or down the road, if that makes sense. I hope that answered it. I tried to give a nice broad answer for that. Yes, and we want to do it all. I do want to do it all. But I greatly appreciate you guys. And, you know, I didn't think coming on, since I haven't been on in a while, that I would even have a crowd. You guys would even be here to be on with me. But I greatly appreciate you always and all the time. I don't want that to go unnoticed. And without you guys, I would not be here. And for the end of the night, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I will come on live during the day tomorrow, probably twice. Once on TikTok and then once on YouTube Live. Um, Hopefully, if you have any battles or have been battling or know anyone that's battling COVID, some of them vitamins I talked to you guys about will work. Tell them to try it out. That being said, y'all have a great night. Blessings to you, Carrie Mitchell, as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And if we don't go live this week with Squad Creative Podcast, for sure next week we will go live. I just got to make sure the sync is A-OK. Until the next one, y'all, I'm out. Peace. Blessings to you as well, Kim. I gotta figure out how to turn this daggone thing off.